Hello, everyone. Welcome to Golden Heart Tarot. My name is Renn. I hope you all are safe and happy. Today we have an audience suggestion. Who is your future spouse? As usual, we have three groups. Group 1 is Talons. Group 2 is Jester. And group 3 is the Fates. We'll have one big shuffle at the beginning, but if you want to jump straight into your reading, those timestamps will be in the description box. I'll see you there. Hello everyone, this will be our energy cleanse and shuffle. So my intention for this reading is to read all the cards in the upright. Also, during the shuffle, you'll see me set up 3 different sections for each group. So the shuffling will be a little bit different this time because it's pretty structured. So just to give you a heads up. Holy Spirit, angels, and my ancestral army, thank you for your protection and guidance. Please give us a clear and accurate reading. Allow the divine to shine through in positivity and clear the space of all negative energy. Do not allow my current life experiences to cloud this reading in any way. Send protective and healing energy to those watching this reading. In genuine service to the collective, Amen. Hello, Group 1. If you chose Talons, this will be a reading. In the description box, I've listed a Bible verse, angel number, and a song for you if you want to check it out. We're asking, who is your future spouse? So we have 3 different sections here. I've got 3 different questions. How they are first impression wise, how they are in public, how they are in private once you get to know them better, and also how you both will be in the relationship. All right, so we'll start with first impression. We have Awakening, Oracle card number 34, a leg up, Oracle card number 9, Treasure Island, Intention, Blink, Scorpio, Cat, Body, Hair. I have a hairy body. I'm just kidding. The Chariot, 8 of Wands, and the Magician. Okay. How am I going to do this? There we go. I'm going to check out your starter card and see what I get. Your future spouse is not afraid of change. They're a very strong person, probably physically and mentally. There's a sense that they're here to break the glass ceiling. This person goes after what they want. They're very ambitious. And they're not afraid of getting a little bit dirty in order to achieve the things they want. I'm hearing this kitty has claws, so they may have a sharp tongue at times. Or may have a quick temper. I think they're very decisive. They may use their hands a lot in their work. Or their hands may stand out to you. So your future spouse's thoughts of you at first impression is this Awakening card. That's their face when they think of you. I think you provide them with a breath of fresh air, a new perspective. Their thoughts of you are pretty dreamy. And I'm getting that they might like your body and your hair. Now their focus on the surface here, I think they look very much to be focused on their finances, their abundance. They could be looking for help in doing so, or looking to move up in the company that they're with. Or they may be in a position at this point where they can help others. They may be a mentor. Yeah, I'm getting that they're very focused on moving up in whatever position they're in, particularly along with their finances and their success, their abundance. I see that to be their main focus on first impression. Now, your future spouse's best quality is they have very clear intentions. It seems that they have goals set and are working their way towards them. On the intention card, it looks like there's a sun here. So I get positive intentions. That's your first impression. And that's the impression they give off to everyone in their public sphere. One of the biggest challenges that you'll find with your future spouse, just on first impression, is that they may be in and out. Or their focus may be scattered. It seems that this person will have a lot going on and may have trouble focusing just on one thing at a time. They also may come off as unreliable and maybe a bit selfish. They may be a Scorpio. They may wear black a lot, or their hair may be black. At first impression, this person seems to be passionate, stubborn, resourceful, and brave. They may seem a bit magical. They come off as patient, independent, adventurous, and curious. I think they'll come across as being very intelligent as well. Their body and their hair may stand out to you. Or their body hair. Oh my god. It's a possibility, okay? Take what resonates. If you're not looking for that, then it won't stick out. Your future spouse will seem to always be moving, always on the go, always has something going on. And they'll come across as a very good manifester, like they have a lot of tools in their tool belt. They're able to make things happen, and they are working very, very hard to do so. With the Magician here and then the hands message I got before, they could be a reader. That's a possibility for some of you. I think one of their best qualities upon first impression is that they seem to know where they're going. They have a lot of willpower, a lot of determination. They're very skilled and knowledgeable. One of the biggest challenges, though, is that it's like they set their path long before you met them. So on the surface, and your first impression is that there's no room in their life for you because they're already so busy and they have already set things in motion for their life. But one thing about your future spouse is that they're very good about making things work for themselves and creating the life that they want. So they come across as being able to control things. And although they have things already set in their life and already have a plan and already are headed in a direction, it seems that they would be capable of creating space for you if they wanted to, or at least have the ability to do so. But that would be a concern that you would have. All right, so let's dig a little bit deeper. Let's see how they are in more of a private space when you get to know them better. We have Shadow Self, Oracle card number 16, All That Glitters, Adaptation, Create, Heroism, we have Up, Present, Honesty, Makeup, Justice, the Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. So your future spouse, one of the things that they think about you is that you're very mysterious and maybe a little bit scary for them. Internally, you may trigger this person a little bit. I think you get your future spouse to do some shadow work because I believe you do bring out some fears in them. Now, this is very internal. This is very deep. So only when you get to know them better would they ever tell you about this, if ever. But it's one of the reasons they look at you like this. And it's one of the reasons they're so interested in you. It's one of the things that draws them to you. I think you get them to listen to their intuition. You may set off a spiritual awakening in this person. And I think they may feel a tighter bond to you because of that. So their focus is definitely on finances. With all that glitters in Treasure Island. But with that card, all that glitters isn't gold. So I think deep down and in private, they know that chasing their wealth and building it is a good thing and is something that's worthy of being chased. But it's not everything. And they know this. They know and understand that it will not bring them complete happiness. But I think they would say, but it sure helps. Right? So just like I was getting with the Talents card, they are good with change. They like change. They're good with adaptation. They're good at handling it. They use change to bring in and create new things in their life. This is one of their best qualities. Because there are times for stability and there are times when things need to go into upheaval in order to keep growing as an individual. And your future spouse knows this and they use it to their advantage. So in these times of upheaval, they use them wisely in order to create new things in their life, to create their own destiny. Your future spouse may be very concerned with fighting injustice, and so they may use their words in order to help them with this. So they may do blog posts, post a lot online, Twitter. They may use their platform in order to speak for those that do not have a voice. Your future spouse may be an advocate or an activist. And I was getting that with breaking the glass ceiling over here on the Talents card. So they may speak up a lot in regards to political or social change. When you get to know your future spouse, one of their biggest challenges is that they want to be the hero. They want to help everyone. And I think it hurts them a bit that they can't. They may be very giving, and they may have been used or manipulated quite a bit because of this. They are very brave, and although that's a great quality to have, there are also some side effects to that. They may take a lot of risks and also may bite off a little bit more than they can chew sometimes. So when you get to know your future spouse a little bit better, you'll find that they actually are very optimistic. Things don't keep them down for very long. I heard in my head that this may get a little irritating sometimes, but it's one of the qualities they have. That's great. It's better than being a downer all the time. I'm also getting that they like to give gifts. Gift giving could be their love language as well. You'll find them to be very honest. I think honesty is very important to this person, your future spouse. They have a good sense of morality a good sense of what's right and what's wrong. And if you get into a fight, they will want to make up. They won't be afraid to apologize if they've done something wrong. In order to make up with you, they may be honest and give you gifts as well. Yeah, we're speaking of social justice, and we have the justice card down here. So, and with the heroism card, they definitely have a very strong sense of morality. They're very fair. And justice is honest with that sword. And that's one of their best qualities when you get to know them. They won't hide things from you. They won't put out into the world that they're really nice and then be a skis ball behind the closed doors, you know. Overall, your future spouse is a very good person. But they definitely like to play the hero. Definitely. They're a bit of a risk taker when it comes down to it. And they're very passionate about the things that they care about. And your future spouse is also very goal-oriented. And there's just a lot of movement with the Knight of Wands and Knight of Swords. Your future spouse is a person on a mission, okay? They will not be stopped. They know what they want and they're going to get it. They really put their whole heart into things that they care about. And I also believe they are a very good communicator. Your future spouse has a lot of determination. And when you get to know them behind the scenes, they have a very powerful energy to them. They have a strong personality. So they were showing it outwardly, but it's the same internally. So they are a very honest person. So let's see what your relationship will be like with this person. All right, so I'm gonna have your spouse over here and then you over here, and you can flip-flop them as needed, all right? We have determination. Arcane Eye. Ace of Swords. Ten of Swords. We have Mystery. Telekinesis. Queen of Swords. Ace of Wands. Unfinished Symphony, Oracle card number 10. And Queen of Wands. Okay. You have a very powerful energy as well, Group 1. So one of the best qualities your future spouse brings to your relationship is their perseverance despite any obstacles. They will be determined to make your relationship work. And with the Salmon card, it means that they will be in it for the long haul. They will always find their way back home to you. Your future spouse is very loyal. So for you, in what is one of the best things that you bring to your relationship, we have the Cat card, which is mystery, and they had the Cat card earlier. So I get that you both may have a bit of a spiritual connection, or you may seem a little magical. So I get that they are correct in how they viewed you as being a little bit magical, mysterious. I think you bring complexity to the relationship. And so it's never going to be boring with you. You have a duality to your nature, so you're very patient, you're very kind, warm and inviting. But when someone tries to rub your belly, you bite them, you know? I think you are beautiful and entertaining and surprising, independent and yet social. So I think they're just going to find you fascinating. So one of the challenges that your future spouse will have, we have the Arcane Eye card, which I'm getting that they may not always see everything clearly, or they may not be able to see the bigger picture. And you may need to help them with that. Especially when you're in a relationship, the risk taking that they do, they may not always consider how those things will affect you in the long run. And as far as one of the challenges that you'll bring into the relationship, you may have a tendency to try to control things a little too much sometimes. And this may cause a little bit of friction in the relationship at times. Now, your future spouse, they are very honest, especially with the Ace of Swords. But their words may be sharp at times. With the Ten of Swords, it's a bit of, well, it's overkill, basically. I think their words can hurt. And they also may have a hard time with criticism or with your words as well. But like I said with this card, it doesn't last for very long. See the sunrise coming up? Yeah. When things go wrong, they may get really, really upset. But they'll come out of it quickly. It's so interesting you both have aces. Because for you, you bring a lot of passion and fun into your connection. They bring a lot of honesty and direction. But that's not to say that you don't have that, because you have the Queen of Swords as well. I think you both balance each other out really, really well. Because I believe you are well-spoken and firm in what you're passionate about. So you make a very powerful couple. I mean, together, you're the Queen of Wands. And look, we have a cat here too. You make a very sexy couple. Passionate, fiery, very good in business, confident, a little witchy, spiritual, very strong and determined, and very honest. So as a couple, whatever you're putting out into the world, that's how you really are behind closed doors as well. It's not a front. It's very real. You both will be very strong inside and out. And with the Unfinished Symphony card, I believe you both are very talented and you both are very goal-driven. And there's so many things that you both can do together. And so many things that you'll want to do together. And it'll be to a point where there will be no way to get them all done the way that you want to do them. And so there will be a need to compromise on the things that are important to you both. And really focus in on those things. Change and upheaval are great in order to help you both grow, but make sure it's done at the appropriate times. Don't leave things undone or unsaid. Make amends when you need to. Don't leave things hanging. When you both are deciding to make a change, make sure that door is closed tightly behind you. Don't let things linger. Focus on the things that serve you both and let go of the things that don't. And you'll have a beautiful relationship. Well, Group 1, that is all I have for you. If you enjoyed this reading, please hit like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Hello, Group 2. If you chose Jester, this will be your reading. In the description box, I have listed a Bible verse, angel number, and a song for you if you want to check it out. We're asking, who is your future spouse? We'll set this up in 3 different sections. I have 3 separate questions. How your future spouse is on the surface, like first impressions. how your spouse is in private, a little bit deeper dive, and then also how you both will be in your relationship. All right, so we'll start with first impressions. We have grace, healing, building blocks, oracle card number 28, instinct, comprehend languages, rabbit, June, marriage, okay, shy, the 8 of Swords, the Chariot, and the Hierophant. Okay, I want to get a look at your starter card here and see what I get. Get that your person has a good sense of humor. They like to have fun. They have a very playful and mischievous side to them. They also have a duality to them. So they have the playful side, but they also have a very serious side to them. And they can play off of both these sides. So they can go in and out and in between both of these very easily. This person definitely wears a mask. I get that it helps them fit in and relate to a lot of different people. They could be in entertainment. Your future spouse's first impression of you is that you are very beautiful or handsome. They really enjoy being in your energy. They find your presence to be healing. They could be very attracted to your neck and shoulder area. They find you very alluring. I think they feel seen by you pretty quickly after meeting you. Like you can see behind the mask a bit. Or that you're not fooled. On the surface, this person is focused on building things for themselves. It could be a business. They could be working out. They could be in school, learning new things. One of the best qualities of your future spouse that you notice when you meet them is that they follow the beat of their own drum. They're a bit of a lone wolf. They're a bit of a trailblazer. They follow their heart in a lot of things. So they may be born in the year of the rabbit for the Chinese zodiac. They may be very fertile. They're a very good manifester. They bring in a lot of good things into their life. They're very creative. So they could definitely be in entertainment somehow. Your future spouse could be very patient, gentle, and kind, skillful, and also very responsible. June may be important. June was named after Juno, which was the goddess of marriage, and we have marriage here too. I get that this person is marriage material. They have a youthful quality about them. They're very affectionate. And they also seem to have a lot of experience and a lot of integrity. This person knows themselves really well. We have fortune and luck again, and also on the rabbit card. So this person will come across as being very lucky, very fortunate. But with the instinct card and with building blocks, I get that they make their own luck. Yeah, and shy, and then the rabbit card. Yeah, they could be introverted. They could be shy, soft-spoken. They could spend a lot of time alone. But that could be part of their duality. They could come off as shy in some situations and very outgoing in others. But I get mostly that this person just kind of does their own thing. Upon first impression, one of the best things about this person is that they listen to themselves. They really don't take on the opinions of others. But that's also one of the biggest challenges with this person on the surface, because they're so in control of themselves and they're so focused and they isolate. So they could be difficult to get to know, and they could come off as very intimidating overall because they have a lot of experience and they have a lot of knowledge. So they can come off more as mentor than colleague. This could bring out some insecurity when you're first getting to know them. So let's dig in a little bit deeper into your future spouse here. We have Transition, Oracle card number 25, Round and Round, Peace, Animate Objects, Equal, Cancer, Intelligence, Nose, the Eight of Cups, the Two of Swords, and the Five of Swords. Your future spouse, as they get to know you, they start to recognize that you're going through a transition phase in your life. And we did have the healing card, so you may have been healing from something. But I think they sense that it's actually bigger than just a random thing that you're having to heal from. That it's actually a huge phase in your life that is changing. Now, it could be that, or it could be that you are causing them to go through a huge transition in their life. Or it may be both of you. You could be mirroring each other. Either way, this is going from one state of being to another, in a way to where you can't go back to how things were before. This is like a transition from maiden to mother, or from childhood into adulthood, that sort of thing. I also get that their viewpoint of you changes a lot as they get to know you. And also the placement of you in their life changes, which may be surprising to this person. So when they first meet you, they may be attracted to you, but don't think it's going to be that serious. And then before they know it, they're in love with you. Something like that. I'm also thinking with the building blocks, they could be definitely going through a transition and having to build something new for themselves. And with the Round and Round card, their focus, they could have done this a couple times at least, rebuilding things or trying again, or they may be trying to invent something or go after a goal that they have tried before to accomplish. They could feel a bit stuck in a loop and feeling they need to change things. So as you get to know your future spouse, you'll find out that they've gained all this wisdom through experience. This isn't their first rodeo, you know? So in private, this person is very responsible and hardworking. They encourage peace, friendship, and cooperation, which is really interesting considering this jester energy. So there's definitely a duality to this person. But when you really get to know them and really get to see them in their private life, they're actually a very calm and peaceful energy. It's not nearly as chaotic as it might seem on the surface. They may also enjoy a very nice and comfortable living space. And it could be that this peaceful energy won't surprise you all that much because it does show on first impression and just on the surface. But it may surprise you that that's the side that they are when they're alone and not the can't sit still, excitable energy that they can have on when they're out in public. Yep, your future spouse is a lot more calm and stable than you might think when you first meet them. Okay, so deep down, and as you get to know your future spouse, one of the challenges will be that they have quite a few skeletons in their closet. And sometimes these skeletons poke out. This person has a wealth of experience behind them, and so there's bound to be some things that they deal with from time to time, because not all of these experiences are good. I think they just may surprise you sometimes with some of the things that they have done and some of the things that they open up to you about. Some of the things might be really difficult to hear, and you may not know how to support them in dealing with these things. And so that could definitely be a challenge for you. One of the qualities of your future spouse is that they're very good at keeping balance. And we talked about that with the gesture card, with the duality. But when things start to get too crazy, there's too much upheaval in their life, they know how to start to ground all of that energy and how to stabilize everything. And when things get to be too grounded, too normal, too boring, they know how to liven things up. So this person is very good at knowing when and how to keep balance. They could be a Cancer or have Cancer in their chart. June or July may be important. The color silver. They may wear silver jewelry. They may have silver hair. They are intuitive, sentimental, compassionate, and protective in their private life. This person is very intelligent. There may be something about their nose that you like and that stands out to you. It could be something that you really grow fond of over time as being one of their best features. I'm also getting that they just know which way to go. They may have a good sense of direction. One of their biggest challenges is that they may have a hard time knowing when to fight for something and when to walk away. And they may get stuck in indecision. And that also goes along with the round and round card. I think overall they're just very good at compartmentalizing. And I think sometimes they can throw up smoke and mirrors in order to protect themselves, because on the inside this person is very kind and very sensitive. They don't want to hurt anyone, and they don't want to be hurt by anyone. Okay, so let's get into your relationship. Okay, I'm going to have them over here and you over here, and then your relationship in the middle. But you can flip-flop the energy as needed, all right? So for your future spouse, we have Deal, Find Steed, the Knight of Cups, the Moon. For you, we have Strength, Lesser Restoration, the Seven of Cups, the Two of Wands. We have Mending, Oracle card number 52, and the Sun. Okay, so in your relationship, one of the best qualities that your future spouse brings is their ability to withstand significant changes and challenges. Your future spouse will overcome any difficulties that come up in your relationship. This person is in it for the long haul. They will definitely be willing to fight for your connection in whatever way that they need to. And I see that in you as well, as one of the best qualities that you bring is your strength to overcome trial and adversity. Your relationship is very stable, very grounded, very connected, and you both will be very protective over it. You both will have a very, very strong bond to each other. And I think one of the biggest challenges that your future spouse will have in the relationship is their indecision. Now, this may be as small as choosing what's for dinner, or as big as making a career change. So that will be something that they struggle with. On your side, your biggest challenge, I'm hearing keeping your heart full. Your future spouse will have a lot of different interests and be very comfortable in their own energy. So this could lead to a few things. It could lead you to build up resentment towards them. It could also mean that you will need to find interests that you are passionate about, that are separate from them. And then the third thing I'm getting is that your future spouse will have skeletons in their closet, but you could have some as well. And with the mending card in between you both, I get that this is a healing connection and that you will heal each other. But this could be a challenge at times and that it could really drain you. So be aware of your boundaries and your limits. So your future spouse will bring a sense of romance and also keep things pretty fun with the duality in their personality. They may surprise you quite a bit, especially when it comes to romantic gestures. I think your future spouse knows how to be very charming. And I see that where they have a lot of indecision, you don't really have that. I think you're pretty well able to plan for the future and make a choice out of the multiple options that you all will have. You'll be able to see the path ahead and make choices that'll benefit you both in the long run. And I also get that you will bring a lot of variety to the connection because you're no one-trick pony, okay? Your future spouse may have a lot of experience, but so do you, I believe. So total overall for your connection, we have the Sun card, which is the most positive card in the deck. Absolutely beautiful. You both will be very happy in the connection, and it will be very warm, and there will be a lot of healing in the connection, and you both will just find it to be the best thing ever. All right, well, that's all I have for you. If you enjoyed this reading, please hit like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Hello, Group 3. If you chose the Fates, this will be your reading. In the description box, I've listed a Bible verse, angel number, and a song for you if you want to check it out. So we're asking, who is your future spouse? We're going to set this up in 3 different sections. So we have how they are upon first impression, like what they show the public. And then the second section will be how they are in private, a deeper dive. And then the third section will be your relationship. All right, so let me get the first section set up. We have discernment. Oracle card number 2, yin. Communicate. Patience. Moon. Sheep. Panda. Self. Joy, Empress, the Five of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. All right. You got an extra card there. All right, group 3. So your future spouse, upon first impression and how they present themselves in their public life, they give off a very strong feminine energy. This doesn't necessarily mean that they're a woman, but with Yin as the divine feminine card, the Moon, the Empress, the Queen of Cups, this is a very nurturing energy. So that's one of the major themes of how they come across upon first impression. Very kind, loving, mysterious, abundant, beautiful, generous. All right. So let me check out your Fates card and let me see what I get from this. Right off the bat, this could be a fated connection, or you may feel that way when you meet them. They could also feel this way towards you. There just could be something about meeting them that is serendipitous. So with the 3 fates, one of them spun the thread of fate, one of them assigned it, and then one of them would cut it, and that would shape the destiny of your life. So your relationship with this person, it's going to feel like there's a soul contract, or your strings of fate are intertwined in some way. And since this is your future spouse, evidently you are destined to marry each other. So their thoughts of you and their first impression in getting to know you is that you are very discerning. They recognize that you notice things that other people may not, and you are able to get to the truth of a situation, or that you're very good at reading people, reading situations, and acting accordingly. I think they find you to be a good judge of character. They recognize that you have experience and that you know what is for you and what is not. Whether you choose to listen to that or not, that's another story, but they recognize that you have the ability to do so, that you know better, basically. As for their focus, upon first impression, it seems that they're very laid back. They just kind of allow things to be as they're going to be. They're not really active and aggressive going after things. They're more letting things come to them. So they're focused on receiving. Now, some of their best qualities is their patience and also their communication. So what you'll notice about this person is that they're very observant. They may be laid back, but they are watching everyone. And you will get a sense that they have a lot of discernment as well. So I think you will notice that in each other. With the communication, it could be that you notice their voice. You could be attracted to their voice and just how they put their words together, how they form ideas. There could be something distinctive about their voice, and it could be they use their voice in their profession. So they could be a public speaker of some sort, a singer. Now, as the challenge in getting to know this person, we have the moon. So I think you will find this person to be hard to get to know because they're so receptive. They don't give out a lot. There's a mystery about them. You may find that they communicate a lot, but you'll realize that they don't tell a lot about themselves. And like even with the patience card, like there's a lot hiding underneath with this person. And you do get a sense of that. They're hard to read. And it could be because you're so discerning that you pick up on this, and most people do not. So this person, upon first impression, seems like they get along with everyone. They are self-focused, happy. There could be an innocence about them, a vulnerability. You know, they're very peaceful, positive, calm, but they are very, very private. They definitely have personal boundaries here, but it's not a forceful boundary. It's something that is very stable in their personality. It's like you don't have to fight against this boundary because you'll never get close enough to know that it's there. Like, that's how good they are about keeping the peace and keeping the spotlight off of themselves as far as anyone trying to dig in deeper. And it's a very, very powerful feminine energy. This person has a lot of strength, and you will recognize that when you meet them. And that is a very strong first impression. This person could have a nobility about them. The challenge for them is that they could be surrounded by people that try to compete with this energy. So there could be conflict around them, people trying to use them or manipulate them. And that's one of the reasons that they have created such strong defenses. And it could also be that they've dealt with that to a point where they don't even recognize what a strong and beautiful person they are. They may not recognize this feminine energy as a strength. They might think of it as a weakness because that's what they've been told for so long. And how they handle that is that they give more and more and more with the Queen of Cups. They balance this with being pure of heart, with devotion, with being loyal. They can be very intuitive as well. So their focus is to be more receptive because how they've handled themselves so far has been to give and give and give and give. So upon first impression and just knowing them on the surface, you are going to find that they are keeping more of their energy for themselves. Because I think they may give a lot in some situations still. And so they're working on that. They're focusing on self-acceptance and self-love. So through your discernment, you will recognize that this person is healing. All right, so let's see how they are in private. Let's do a deeper dive on your person here. We have new beginnings, loyal heart, hunt, gust of wind, January, July, I love you, nature, King of Wands, the Seven of Swords, and the Seven of Wands. So when we dig deep into your person here, they see you as a new beginning. They see you as an opportunity. Now there's a lot of transformation energy here, and I think it's for both of you. It's a feeling of like stepping into a new life. Like in the past, if you were to ask this person where they think they would be in 10 years, they would never have guessed that this is where they would be, you know? Now being a new beginning, it means that something had to be let go of. Some things had to end. Now this could be for them or you or both of you. But they seem very hopeful about you. I think new beginnings would probably be the Fool card in the Major Arcana, but I'm getting more of the Star card. So I think they see you as being very hopeful about the connection. I think you both are. And she's naked in the card, so it's like in private and like deep down, you know each other at a basic soul level. It's almost like they see the truth of you. And you may feel this way towards them as well. So as you get to know them better, you'll find they're focused on bringing things into their life that have meaning to them. And also relationships and situations that will be loyal to them and giving to them. This person is focused on bringing love into their life in every form. And they're doing this by being receptive to it. Now, when you get to know them more privately, one of their best qualities is their laser focus on goals. So as receptive as they are, You'll find that it's a tactic and well thought out in order to achieve their goals, in order to bring in all of this loving abundance to themselves, in order to have the new beginning, the new life that they want. This person is not as go with the flow as they come across at first. You'll find that this person is very intelligent and discerning, and they do notice a lot. And they may seem laid back, but that does not mean that they are lazy. And that's really one of their best qualities. Now, as one of their challenges, I'm hearing lost in the sauce, but I don't know why. I don't know why. They could daydream a lot or get distracted easily. There could be some procrastination too. So on the surface, everything seems very well curated. Like they give off a very good persona. But in private, things may be a little more chaotic. I mean, they're stepping into changing some of their core personality, stepping into a new way of being. And so there's bound to be some upheaval in that. And some false steps and some confusion about how to go about building the life that they want. So yeah, they're not as put together as they may come across at first. In private, this person is the same as they are on the surface in that they are very nurturing and they do embody this divine feminine quality. But as you get to know them, you'll find another level to the love that they give. And this is the type of love that they only give to those that are close to them. And it will be more directed towards you as an individual. So yes, they're very receptive, but in private, they are still definitely very giving. They will freely show you and tell you that they love you. Being open and free and giving is really in their nature. Like, it's just who they are. You'll be so loved, you won't even know what to do with yourself. So with January, we have beginnings and endings again. So yes, this person deals with their transitions in private. So if they have any turmoil, any upheaval in their life, they won't show it on the surface. They will only let you see that when you get to know them much better. We have hope and love again. Passion. Purity of heart again. Being lighthearted. So this person is just all heart. They are all love. And they are just a genuine nurturing soul. You will also find that they are very protective of themselves. And they may keep a lot of their personal life private, but especially when it comes to anything they're going through. I think this person handles a lot of things on their own. And we have safe travel here, so I think you'll find that this person is very much a planner as well. If they're going to attempt anything new or go anywhere new, they will have prepared for it. Like, they're the type that overpacks for a trip, you know? So, also, one of their best qualities is that they are very charismatic, creative. They are actually very ambitious and steady, and they have a lot of self-control. And this could lead to one of the challenges that they have is that they are used to doing things on their own, and they do not like to share when they're going through difficult things. So they could hold back their problems from you, even when you get to know them better. I think there may be an issue here with them receiving love. Like, they can give it all day, but for them to actually receive it, they have issues around that. And they are dealing with those things. With the Yin card, they know it's an issue, but it's something that they may struggle with. I think you'll be surprised at this person's self-control and how much you didn't know about the things that they were going through. This person behind the scenes is even stronger than they appear on the surface. All right, so let's see about your relationship. So my intention is to have them on the left and you on the right, with your relationship in the middle. However, you can flip-flop these energies as needed, okay? So we have collaborate, glyph of warding, the Ten of Swords, the Lovers, we have kindness, slow, the Four of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, we have chop wood, and the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. So one of the best things that your future spouse brings to your relationship is their ability to work with you in order to overcome your obstacles. And with this new receptive energy that they are embodying, they're going to be able to bring in a lot of abundance into your life in the form of like-minded people, experiences. They're definitely going to be able to build and grow your life together and really put a lot of effort and work into it. Now, one of your best qualities is your kindness, your compassionate and generous nature. So I see you both being very sweet with each other. Your future spouse is looking for true love, and I think they find that in you, and you will find that in them. I think you both may mirror each other quite a bit. And so I think your best qualities is that you have genuine love for each other, which will help you deal with any obstacles that you come across. And one of the things you'll find most challenging about your future spouse, we have glyph of warding. So it's that part of them that wants to keep things private, to keep their troubles to themselves, to not be accepting of receiving love from others. And like I said, this is something that they are working on and something that they will continue to work on. And this may cause some issues at times. Now, one of the challenges you bring into the relationship is the slow card. I think you may want to slow the connection down, or really just take a very long time when making big decisions regarding this relationship. Like to a point where it's almost detrimental. And like the bigger the decision, the longer it takes you. So this could be to a point where you almost miss opportunities. And this could come across in very simple ways, such as procrastination, or like you're supposed to have dinner with friends at 7, and at 7 o'clock you've just stepped out of the shower, you know? It could take you a long time to get ready. Your person may be a fast walker and you're a slow walker, you know? Things like that. I'm also getting an age difference. So your person may be older than you, and they may feel the need to get things moving, right? They may feel like they don't have enough time to get things done, to get the things done that they want to get done. Whereas you feel like you have all the time in the world and are wondering why they want to rush things so much. So that could be a source of conflict in your connection. So what does your future spouse bring to your relationship? Their ability to take on a lot of pain. They can and have gone through a lot. And they always get through it. Their ability to persevere, and their ability to put in the work to change the things that they need to in order to be in harmony with themselves and with you. Their ability to love. And the mental and emotional intelligence to make good decisions. And in the relationship, you bring the ability to hold it all together. Like you're the glue. And your imagination and being open to opportunities to grow and to learn really will help your spouse. And your spouse will help you. This entire connection is about growth for the both of you. So as a couple, you both are willing to put in the work every day. You not only focus on the big things, but you also focus on the small things, the things that really add up, that really matter, that make a big impact. You both are intentional with each other to have a stable and loving relationship with each other, to have long-term success, a fulfilling, happy family life. 10 of Pentacles. It's beautiful. It's shared abundance and well-being. It's complete existence. It's about being abundant together. Well, that's all I have for you, Group 3. If you enjoyed this reading, please hit like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.